share with us a little bit about how Have You Seen Sex, the live sex show in Austin, Texas that we've been talking about, how that got started?
Yeah, there were these letters, and it all kind of started with these gigantic letters.
Physical letters, not like written notes.
No, like physical letters. If you go look at our website, haveyouseensex.com, you'll see a picture of the letters.
Yes.
And they're as tall as I am, and there's 3 of them, S-E-X, and they're lit up like Chicago-style letters, and I found them at a church.
Wow.
Obviously.
Of course.
It is how difficult it is living in Texas like we do, and being being minded in the ways that we are. And people here don't have access to sex ed. They really don't. And one of the things I've been frustrated by is meeting my friends who are my age here who don't understand what I would describe as like very simple, like human things, because they haven't had the opportunity to learn them. And it's such a hush-hush thing, and that's where the joke of S-E-X comes from, the way that you might spell it around a kid. And we just thought that it'd be really
it's such a challenging word to spell, we think we need to spell it out right now. Make it really hard to figure out.
Yeah, because kids can't spell sex. That's like one of the first words they like attach to. But yeah, and like, how do you do sex ed for adults and make it elective and make it fun and make them want to go? And we put together this date night, and it was a huge experiment ultimately.
The format of the show is that Sam comes out and he starts with a comedy set, which is hilarious. And there's always education woven into everything that Sam does. And then I come out and I do some kind of question and answers where people can ask me any questions anonymously, and I'll answer them on stage. And it's hard to find a platform where you can just talk more.
Yes. And the conversation is so important, and how do you enter the conversation and find the place to have that conversation?
Absolutely. And once people are out of college, how do you get education in the first place? There's news outlets and there's books, but none of those are quite sexy and fun. And they, in our busy lives, we really wanted a place for someone who was busy to come and have fun, and for us to still be able to do that.
So many adults do say, I don't even know how to talk to my kids because I don't know about for myself.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things about the show was Karen actually Googling things for people on stage. Like, that's a thing. Like, we know how people are even afraid to Google these questions because they're afraid of what's going to come up. So it's like very much trying to put the power in the hands of the people there, let them have fun, but we can talk about sex in a positive way, in a sex positive and queer positive way. Those were 2 huge goals for us, is to not shame anybody for the way they engage in sex or for the people they are. And that's something that's very doable, and you can have fun doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.